We're going to get started. I have promised you all I'd be on here at 1:30. I'm about 2 minutes late, but something happened weird with my phone. But I've got my bottle of water. You need to get you a bottle of water. You need to be dressed to lace up shoes. And we're going to get started with crisis cleaning. So here's how it works. We're going to spend 15 minutes. I have my trusty timer right here, and I am going to turn it up where it makes a racket. Yep, it's going to make a noise, and I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, and we're going to start in our kitchen. It is the heart of our home, and this is exactly where we're going to start. Now, this is, let's just say you get a call from somebody you went to high school with, and you haven't seen them in 20 years, and they're in your neighborhood. I mean, they're gonna be coming to your town, and they'll be there in an hour, 15 minutes tops. Yep. So this is what you do. Okay. So you're dressed to lace up shoes, and you're gonna set your timer for 15 minutes. Are you ready? And we're going to our kitchen. Now, I'm going to talk you through this. I'm going to talk for 15 minutes on what we're going to be doing in our kitchen. So, go to your kitchen, and the first thing... sorry. I forgot to put my microphone on. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go into our kitchen, and we're going to put a stopper in the sink, and you're going to fill your sink full of hot, soapy water. Always, when you go into the kitchen to do anything, you fill your sink full of hot, soapy water. And this is how you do it. I use a silver rag, and you're in luck. Silver rags are there's a special deal on them right now. I keep a silver rag or a purple rag in my sink at all time for washing dishes. They make the best dishcloths you've ever seen. So we're going to focus on the sink full of hot soapy water. Do not leave your kitchen. You're going to stay in your kitchen for 15 minutes. And this is how we're going to do it. Sink full of hot soapy water. And you're going to start putting dishes in the sink while the water's filling up. And I want you to open up your dishwasher and think about, is it clean dishes in there, or are there dirty dishes in there? If there are dirty dishes in there and it's full to the brim, I want you to start the dishwasher and get it running. This is half the battle. Let's get the dishwasher going. Let's get those appliances going. Now, you're not going to clean your oven out right now. You're not going to clean out your refrigerator. You're focused on the surface clutter, your countertops, your sink, and your dining room table or your kitchen table. And this is all we're going to focus on right now. So, if your dishwasher needs emptying, let's do that while I'm talking. It only takes 3 to 4 minutes to empty your dishwasher. So let's get the dishwasher going emptied so you can put more dishes in there. If it's full, you're going to have to let it run. Let it run. And then start washing dishes. Now, wipe down your countertops so you can put a dish towel out to lay your clean dishes on. And I just got through washing a bunch of dishes. My dishwasher had dirty dishes in it. I started it, but there were still a few that wouldn't fit in there. And I am running my dishwasher, and then I washed a few dishes, wiped down my countertops, wiped down my stove. So that's what you're going to focus on, just your kitchen. Focus on the left side of your sink, and just look at your kitchen as if you never looked at it before, and let's just clean everything toward the sink that's on the left side of your sink, and then focus on the right side of your sink. That's where I dry my dishes. I lay my dishes out to dry. That's also where, when I empty things out of the dishwasher, they go right there, so that I don't have to make steps over to where they belong, and then I will move them all over to where they're supposed to go. So let's get started. You're already going. We got 11 more minutes to go, and it's going to be fun. We're going to get this kitchen clean and The kitchen is the heart of your home. It really is. Now you could put on a teapot full of hot water right now and just, get the water boiling so you'll have some tea for when you're through with your crisis cleaning. And let's get that. And sometimes you can even put some spices in there. If you just have a pot that you boil herbs in, get that wonderful smell of herbs like cinnamon and cloves and maybe an orange peel or something, or a drop of orange oil. And let's get our house smelling good at the same time that we're doing the crisis cleaning. Now, as you got the dishes soaking, sometimes you just need to let them soak a little bit. Don't ever walk away from your sink with water running, but put the dishes in the hot soapy water, and then let's take that from that point and let's look at our floors. The floor can be kind of a gross situation, and I want you to get some hot water and put on your mop cloth. And let's mop our floors. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Just a quick once over. Done. I'm doing this crisis cleaning to help you get ready for the holidays. Sometimes we need to see a little success to feel empowered. You know what I mean? Let's feel a little success in what we're doing. And then that way we're spending 15 minutes in our kitchen. So let's mop real quick, just the floor, around the sink, around the stove, just a quick and dirty mop. Just a quick and dirty mop. It doesn't take long. It just has to be done. And then you can take that mop cloth and put it, you can lay it out under your sink to dry, or you can take it to the wash machine and throw it in the wash machine and turn it on. It's all about getting those appliances running. That's what we used to say. Just get the appliances going and it'll look like you're doing something. But this time we're really using a little elbow grease and we're getting things done. Getting your kitchen clean, that is the heart of the home. So when your friend gets there in an hour, the tea water will be simmering and you can pour you a cup of tea. You can already have your own cup of tea because that's what we do at the last thing. So we've spent 7 minutes already, half our time's done in our kitchen, and we're staying focused. This is focus on your kitchen. We're not leaving the kitchen for anything. We're focusing on our kitchen. And then when you get through emptying the dishwasher, and you can add more dishes to your dishwasher and run it again, or you can just keep washing dishes. Just don't expect them to just magically get done by themselves. Wash the dishes, rinse them, lay them on your dish towel, and before you know it, your kitchen is going to be looking good. Now, it doesn't take long to do the floor. So you've done the floor. I want you to rinse out your purple rag or silver rag. There goes my magic wand. Purple rag or silver rag. And I want you to take your cloth and we're going to wipe down our stove. Now rinse it out really well. Do not get distracted. Kitchen only. Yes, yes. We're going to take our purple rag and we're going to wipe down our stove. We're going to wipe down. I have a glass top stove. It gets to looking pretty rough. And I have a single edge razor blade. So don't go looking for a single edge razor blade if you don't have one handy in your kitchen drawer. But I use that to scrape off things around the circle on the eyes of my stove. But if you don't have one, don't worry about it. Don't go looking for it. We don't want to get sidetracked. You hear me? No getting sidetracked. Wipe down your stove surface. And if your grates look pretty rough, don't worry about those either. Just leave them on the stove because it's going to look like it's part of the stove. And then we're going to wipe down our oven front. So stay focused on the kitchen, just the kitchen. That's all we're doing right now. And once you wipe down the stove, go over to the refrigerator and wipe the fingerprints off your refrigerator. A knife can actually cut grooves into your stovetop, so be careful using a knife. I like to use just a single edge razor blade, like you were taking a paint off of a window that you'd accidentally got on there. And it's just residue. It's just residue. So you can do this. Stay focused in your kitchen. Stay focused in your kitchen. Now, let's look at your dining table, the table that's in your kitchen, or the bar, or if you have an island in your kitchen. Let's look at that island and see what's on there that needs to be put away. You got it? So grab a box or basket or something and start taking things off of the island that don't belong there and putting them in this basket. Now, I don't want you running around. You got water going in the kitchen. I don't want you running around. You're staying in the kitchen. Stay in the kitchen. And even if you have to get a big pot to put things in, you're not leaving the kitchen to go get a basket. You hear me? We're staying in the kitchen. And we're going to clean off our island, because that's the first thing people see when they walk into your kitchen. It's the first thing they see. So let's clear off our kitchen counter that is our island. If you have a dining room table that the piles of paper clutter get on, then you've got to pull everything off of there too. This is crisis cleaning 101. We are staying focused in our kitchen. We've got 4 more minutes. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. So let's stay focused on our kitchen. Now, you're not doing this so fast that you're haphazard with your work. You're staying consistent. Leanne just talked about consistency. Stay focused on what you're doing. Work your way around your kitchen until you get all the flat surfaces cleared off. Now, your canisters, do they look rough? Do they look dirty? Rinse your rag again and wipe down your canisters real quick. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to get out the Windex or anything. You're just going to wipe down your canisters and make them look. If you want to spray your rag with a little Windex, that's fine too, but just stay focused on your kitchen. And then you're going to be so surprised that when the kitchen looks good, the rest of the house is going to look good. So we've got a little over 3 minutes to go in our kitchens, and you can do this. It's not hard, but we have to put our blinders on and we have to stay focused in the kitchen. Our biggest problem is trying to go all over the place, trying to do too much, and we get this reverse scavenger hunt going, and we can't get anything accomplished. We're staying in the kitchen. I mean, and if you want to get out 2 cups and a saucer for your friend that's coming, this is going to be a fun time for you to make a pot of tea and have a cup of tea, because that's what we're going to do at the last thing. Now, the secret is we're going to stay 15 minutes in our kitchen, 15 minutes in our entrance and our main living area, the things that when somebody walks in your door, they see. And then we're going to spend 15 minutes in your main bathroom. And then the last 15 minutes is the most important 15 minutes of the whole hour. And that's 15 minutes to catch your breath, because this is sort of an aerobic atmosphere that you're in. You're getting things done. You're staying focused on what needs to be done to make your house look good. This is crisis cleaning. This is crisis cleaning. And this is when you get that call from your mother-in-law that she's almost, she's an hour away and you got to get the house clean. So we've all done it. And what makes our house look messy is every flat surface is cluttered. And that's the way it is in the kitchen. Every flat surface has clutter on it. So let's stay focused in the kitchen. We have 2 minutes. It's a 2-minute countdown. We can do it. They do it in football all the time. We got a 2-minute countdown, and we're going to get our kitchens looking good. Now, once you get the dishes emptied and dishes put away, your kitchen is going to look great. You got a pot of water on boiling with, if you want to put some spices in it, that's fine. Doesn't take much to get the smell going. And your house is going to smell good too as you do your crisis cleaning. But just let the water simmer. Don't put it on full boil. You don't want it to boil dry. We're staying focused in the kitchen. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go in your kitchen, and then we're going to move on to the living room. So just look around your kitchen, see what else needs to be taken care of. You've cleared off your dining table and your island. Push your bar stools up to the counter, and it will make, get everything. Put the chairs up to the table, wipe the table off. And there you have it. You've practically cleaned your whole kitchen in 15 minutes time. You can be surprised at how much you can get done in just 15 minutes. And it's so fun to stay focused. So anytime you want a crisis clean, put on this little video. Don't watch the video. Just put the phone in your pocket, put your headset on, and let me talk you through it. Don't watch it. That's going to ruin it. So set the phone up in your kitchen and just let me talk to you. You don't have to watch it because that's going to keep you from doing what you need to do. So stay focused. Let the dishwasher keep running, and leave the hot soapy water in your sink for right now, because if you need to, you can come back and do the kitchen again. Work in the kitchen some more. Okay, that's our first 15 minutes. Setting the timer again for another 15 minutes, and we're going to peek out the front door and see if you've got a rotten pumpkin on your front porch, or whatever decoration needs to be taken off that's from the last holiday. It could be Halloween, it could be Christmas and it's March, or it could be Easter stuff that hadn't happened since last year. So let's look at our front porch and see what needs to be thrown away on the front porch right now. That's our first thing. Then look at your front door. Does it have fingerprints and puppy nose prints and paw prints on your front door? Grab a purple rag and we're going to wipe the windows down. It takes 30 seconds. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to get the fingerprints off the windows and wipe down the door if it's got some muddy paw prints on it. And let's get that looking clean, because that's the first thing your guest is going to see. You want that front door looking pretty. And you can do this. It's so easy. Now, once you've gotten that door cleaned, because we get muddy paw prints on our door all the time, you take your broom and head out to the front porch and just quickly sweep the front stoop. That's all you got to do. Just sweep a path. If you got leaves out there, just sweep them off to the side. You don't have to sweep the whole porch. You're just making a path. You're just making a path. Now, once that's done, we're going to go into the front door and shut the door behind you, and we're going to look at what you see in your living room. Don't look at the whole thing. What's the first thing that catches your eye? Is it the credenza? For me, it's the credenza right behind my couch. It is a catch-all. Sometimes it piles up with things. If packages come in, that's where Robert puts them, and they have to be emptied every day. So let's clear off the flat surfaces. Grab a box or a laundry basket, and let's go to every flat surface and let's clear it all off. Now, this is crisis cleaning. This is not fly lady cleaning. This is crisis cleaning. Somebody's coming to your house and you need the house looking halfway decent. Yep, that's all it is. But it will give you some success. It will show you that there is hope. So let's walk around the living room and the entrance area of your home and gather up everything that's on a flat surface. Yep. And you're going to put it in the basket. Laundry basket should hold it all. And you can do it. You can do it. Don't say, I don't have time, because you do have time. You have 15 minutes, and we're staying focused. We got 12 more minutes to go in our living room, and we're clearing off the flat surfaces. You can't dust a flat surface with stuff all over it. So what we're going to do is, once again, once we get the stuff off our flat surfaces, go put that on your bed, because that means you have to deal with it before bedtime. You got that? There's a method to my madness. You have to deal with it before bedtime. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that basket on your bed. So you have to deal with it before you go to bed. Yep, after your company leaves, then you're going to take that basket and you put everything where it belongs. But right now, we're clearing off the flat surfaces. Then I want you to take your feather duster and a damp purple rag. Feather duster and a damp purple rag. I want you to feather dust right quick. It takes 2 minutes to feather dust my whole house. And you can do this. We're going to feather dust the living room. And then if it's no time at all, just run around the house and in your living room and feather dust everything that has a clear flat surface. And then if it needs a little extra wiping, use a damp purple rag and wipe things off, because it'll dry right quick. Just it'll dry and it'll look good. It'll look great. Now when you get through wiping down all your furniture, I want you to look at the back of your couches. I want you to think about, I have a dog that has decided that the back of the couch is where she has to watch for us to come home. And she's lying on the back of our couch waiting for us to come home, and she smushes it down. So I have a rubber scrubber that cleans off my dog hair and pet hair and cat hair from the back of my couch. Also, the back of your couches get dusty. So do a quick just brush of the back of your couches and the seats of your couches, and then that way it looks good. It looks good. And don't worry about the floor just yet. Just sweep it right on into the floor, because we're going to get that up in just a second. But right now we're dealing with the backs of the couches. And we've done our flat surfaces, and it's going to look good. We have 9.5 minutes to go. Look what we've gotten done so far. So let's get the backs of our couches looking good and the seats of our couches, and let's plump the pillows. Pretty pillows make everything look good. If you've got a blanket, put that in the basket along with the stuff you've cleared off the beds, and let's, messy blankets on your couch make the room look messy too. So let's gather that up. And I have a fireplace that can get quite messy, and just a quick sweep of all the ash residue into the fireplace is good enough. It's just good enough. And it feels so good. Then I want you to take your purple rag and rinse it out real good, and let's go do your back door. If you have a door, I have a door out to my back deck, and it gets those puppy nose prints and those muddy paw prints on it all the time. And that'll make the room look good. It'll make it look great. And then while you're in there, it never hurts to put on some fun music. Some fun music on your stereo system. And then that way you have music keeping you company and me keeping you company, and you're getting things done in your living room. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to think about the floors. If you have hardwood floors, grab your mop again, and we'll do a quick mop. If you've wipe down the couch with a rubber scrubber and that stuff's in the floor, your quick mop around will gather all of that up. If it's gone under the couch, don't worry about moving the couch. We're not moving the couch. We're clearing off our coffee table, and we're making everything look presentable. You've done a little feather dusting and wiping down the flat surfaces. We've wiped down the back door, and it's looking good already. You can't believe the difference that getting all of the stuff off of your flat surfaces has done for your home. It's going to change everything. We have 7 minutes to go. We're halfway there. And I'm trying to think of other things. Are there magazines and books that are out of place? Put them on the basket, and that basket's going to go into your bedroom, because nobody's going to go in your bedroom. Even if you have to lock the door, even if you have to lock the door to keep somebody from going in there. And we'll get this room looking good. When you come into your living room, this is what you're going to see. A clear, great looking living room that's lived in. It's not perfect, but guess what? It's welcoming to guests. And you can set a coffee cup on your coffee table and not be embarrassed to have to move stuff out of the way. You're going to do this. This is crisis cleaning 101. 15 minutes in your kitchen, 15 minutes in your living room, and then we're going to do 15 minutes in the bathroom, because you do not want to be embarrassed by somebody going into the bathroom, the main bathroom of your home, and it being a disaster area. You know, we're not going to do it. But we're staying focused in our living room. We've got 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. Now look around and see if there's anything that I've missed. Do you have rugs that need a good carpet sweeping? So grab your carpet sweeper and do your rugs right quick. Takes 2 minutes, 2 minutes at all. And this is going to be, your rugs are going to look good. If you need to, you can sweep it with your sweeper or your broom, and then use your mop to gather it all up and get it out the door. You'll be so blown away that what 15 minutes can do to make your living room look absolutely amazing. You walk into the entrance of your house and there you see this beautiful living room all put together. And you know how to karate chop those pillows like they do on HGTV. Make your pillows look good. And let's just get this room looking wonderful. Wonderful. And then we're going to take some deep breathing. We're going to take some deep breathing, and after our 15 minutes in the bathroom is up, and you're going to compose yourself, because you've worked out pretty good. You've worked out pretty good getting this done. This is crisis cleaning 101. And it's all about kitchen, living room, bathroom, and then you. And you're the most important part of this. You are the most important part. So keep focused on your living room. We have 4 more minutes to go in our living room. Do you have some magazines that need to be put in recycling? Do you have a bunch of paperwork on your coffee table? Let's get that stuff off of there. Get it in a basket, and you can look at it in just a little bit after your company leaves, because we're not going to get sidetracked going through paperwork. You got that? And you might need a drink of water, because I did. Let's get some water in us, and let's keep moving right along. Keep moving right along. The carpet sweeper gets up that pet hair like you wouldn't believe. You don't even know that there's that much pet hair on the rug. You don't have to empty it right now. We're just going to get the pet hair up. That's all we're going to do. Gather up all the stuff on our flat surfaces. These are hot spots. These are the place where you put one piece of paper and it starts multiplying like rabbits. Like rabbits, I'm telling you. So we are going to gather this paper up, and then you can breathe. Then you can really breathe. Yes, we have a lot of paperwork, and it needs to have its own home. Everything has a home, everything in its place, everything has a place, and everything in its place. But right now is not the time to try to figure out where that place is. Do you hear me? We're staying focused on making the living room look clean. What we want to do when we know company is coming is we want to start painting or doing something stupid. All we got to do is clean off our flat surfaces. We just have to clean off our flat surfaces. That's it. And our houses will look clean. Our houses will look wonderful. And it will be fun. It will be fun to do. But we're staying focused on our living room right now and the entrance of our home. Do you have a bunch of shoes right by the front door where people come in and they trip over these shoes? Gather up all those shoes and put them in a basket and take them to your bedroom or take them to the kids' room, whoever they belong to, and get them out of the living room. Don't start putting them away, but just get them out of the living room for right now. That's all you got to do. I keep saying that's all you got to do, but we're staying focused in our living room. We got 1 minute and 44 seconds in our living room to go. 1 minute and 40 seconds, and we can do this. And your living room is going to look good, and you'll be able to go, wow, my living room can look like this, and it will look like this. It can look like this. It can be beautiful, but you just have to stay focused and not be running around all over the place. Yes, I know people who have done this. Now, take your damp purple rag and wipe down some your switches. Sometimes they get dirty handprints and we don't even notice it. So wipe down some switches right quick. Doesn't take but just a second to do this. And we got 1 minute to go, and your living room is looking good, honey. It is looking good because you have stayed focused. You haven't left the living room. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the bathroom, but we still got 30 seconds. So take a deep breath. I want you to look around your living room and see if there's anything else out of place. Just look around and see if there's anything else that's out of place. And deal with it. That's all you got to do. Anything else out of place. Put your purse where it belongs. And just, here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2. There we got it. Living room. If it's not done, it's real close to getting done. So I'm setting the timer again. And we're going to go into our main bathroom. This is the bathroom that people would use if they asked to use your restroom. Okay? So, setting the timer, 15 minutes. We're going to go in the bathroom. Now, this person isn't going to be taking a shower. It's not going to be taking a shower. So, we're not going to worry about our bathtub. What we're going to worry about is our toilet and our sink and our countertop. We're going to start with our countertop. What is out of place on the counter? Do you have things that need to go somewhere else? You know, last week I had emptied a bag of things from Leanne's house. I undid them, most of the things went in my medicine cabinet, but I had a jar of perfect paleo protein sitting right on the counter. So I moved that to the kitchen where I keep it. And then you just got to clear off your counters. Now, put some hot soapy water in your sink and take your purple rag or silver rag and rinse it really, really well and wipe down your countertop. And then you'll be so surprised at how the bathroom is going to look wonderful. It's just going to look absolutely wonderful. And then we're going to take and wipe the sink out real good. Wash it. If you need to use some cleanser on the sink, then let the water out and use some cleanser on the sink. Wipe down your faucets. Wipe behind the sink. Wipe behind the faucets. Rinse your rag out really well and clean the dental floss home runs off the mirror. This is going to make this bathroom look and smell good. Now, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty and the dirty. And what we've got to do next is deal with the toilet. So I don't want you to be surprised if you lift up the seat on the toilet and it looks really bad. I want you to take some Windex or your purple rag. This will be a dirty purple rag because you're not going to be able to use it on anything else. It's going to have to go to the wash machine. But I want you to wipe down your toilet seat and wipe down the edge of the toilet. And then if you need to, spray some Windex around the base of your toilet and clean the floor around your toilet. Now, if you have a rug in your bathroom, you're going to need to either put that in the wash machine, or you're going to need to just put it in the tub for later, because nobody's going to be looking in your bathtub. Nobody's going to be looking. We're staying focused on putting out a clean towel for somebody. Put their dirty towel in the hamper and get out a clean towel so someone can dry their hands. And let's just get your bathroom smelling good and looking good. And the next thing you're going to have to focus on is your floor. And a bathroom floor is pretty small. You can take a wet purple rag, not the one you just used on your toilet. We're going to get a different one. And we're going to wipe down. We're going to wipe the floor. Yep. With your foot. That's all you got to do. Just keep wiping the floor. And this room is going to smell better. It's going to look better. Now look at your doors on your vanity. Are they nasty looking? Wipe them down right quick with a clean purple rag or a washcloth. I don't care what you use. Just stay focused on your bathroom. Mirror, countertop, sink, faces of your vanity, the floor, around the base of the toilet, the back of the toilet. What do you have on the back of your toilet? Do you have too many books on there? Let's get rid of those books and clear off the back of the toilet and wipe it down with your clean rag. And it gets dusty. Do you have too many things on the shelves? Do a quick rearranging of shelves. Shelves are the towels just folded any which way. Take a minute and refold some towels and put them on the shelves. I'm trying to think of how my bathroom looks. Do your canisters need to be refilled? You have plenty of toilet paper in your bathroom. You don't want your guests saying, I'm sorry, I couldn't find any extra toilet paper, and look under your bathroom cabinet. Wow, that would be quite, make sure you got plenty of toilet paper in your bathroom so that they don't have to holler, I'm having a drip dry in here. So please get plenty of toilet paper in your bathroom so that they will have not have to look for toilet paper. I've had that happen to me at somebody's house, and it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for them. It's embarrassing for you. So stay focused. Let's get our bathroom company ready. Company ready. And we're going to have to swish the toilet eventually. So I keep a toilet bowl brush in Dawn dishwashing liquid with half water, half Dawn dishwashing liquid right there. But I also have some lavender smelly stuff that I can squirt in the toilet that makes the toilet smell good too. So do a quick swish and swipe in your toilet after you've already wiped down the seat and the rim, and your bathroom is going to smell good. It's going to look good. If you have some lavender oil, you can take a little drop of it and put it on the inside of your toilet paper roll. And then when they roll it off, it's like air freshener. You can use orange oil too. It all is good just to make your bathroom smell wonderful. And it's just, we've done 7 minutes in here already, and look how good it's smelling. Now, put all the toothbrushes where they belong. Sometimes we need to just put the toothbrushes in the cabinet and leave them in the cabinet for right now. When it comes time for the kids to brush their teeth after getting ready for bed, you can pull them all out again, but right now let's put everything away. Let's get everything up off the counter and clear your counter so it looks wonderful. And make sure you got hand soap in your soap dispenser for someone to wash their hands. Is that empty? So let's get everything looking. We're not dealing with the bathtub right now. Pull the shower curtain or the door shut. Now, if it looks pretty rough in there, then take a basket and gather everything off the edge of the tub if you need to. And then put it in your bedroom because you're going to deal with this later. You can put it all, then you can put it all away when they leave. Right now, you just want the bathroom looking company ready, because You do not want to have to deal with being embarrassed. This is not about you being embarrassed. This is about you feeling empowered. Do you hear me? This bathroom is going to look good. Now, if you need to get the mop out and mop the floor rather well, then do that. But it doesn't take long to mop. It's a small room. And I have a scale that gets really dusty, so I might wipe down my scale because it's got an inside and an outside, and just wipe it down so it looks good with little Windex and my purple rags. I keep a supply of purple rags in my bathroom because I use them for everything. So folks, don't get all bent out of shape that company's coming. Don't, because when we get in a panic, we lose all sight of what the priority is. The priority was the kitchen, then the living room, and now the bathroom. And you're getting it looking good. You're going to make your bathroom look and smell good. And you can even pour a little squirt of lavender oil down your sink, and it's gonna smell good in your bathroom. Another thing you can do is put a little bit of lavender oil on a little piece of toilet paper, clean toilet paper, and wipe down your sink, and it'll make your sink shine. And it's gonna smell wonderful. It's gonna smell great. And especially if you have little boys, anything you can make a bathroom smell better, it's gonna be good. It might not be totally disinfected, but it'll smell good. And put some in your trash. Yep. Oh, and empty the trash. Thanks, y'all. Let's empty the bathroom trash. Go stick it in your kitchen trash and put the lid on it. And just have a clean trash bag in there. I keep a roll of trash bags underneath the bottom, in the bottom of my lavender, right? Doing the lavender, lavender makes everything smell better. It really does. And I have Epsom salt in my bathroom. I have a huge 20-pound bag of Epsom salt. And I take about 3 cups of it and put it in a smaller bag with lavender oil. And I can open up that bag of lavender Epsom salt, and it just, the aroma is, it's just beautiful and relaxing. It really is beautiful and relaxing. And we can do this. We can, we're staying focused for 15 minutes. 15 minutes in the kitchen, 15 minutes in the living room and your entrance, and 15 minutes in your bathroom. And we're down to 4 minutes in the bathroom. Now look around. Do you have anything hanging on the back of your bathroom door? Are there any dirty clothes in the floor? Let's gather up all of your dirty clothes and everything that's on your bathroom door, and let's put that in a basket and put it on your bed, because you're going to have to deal with it after the company comes. And we're only going to spend 15 minutes dealing with it after the company leaves, and then it'll be ready to go. You can put things back where they belong, but don't junk it up. Clean things up as you're getting rid of it. You can do it. Clean things up. I got my heart rate up there just talking to you. Just talking to you. So keep going. We're down to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Wow. Y'all are really getting stuff done. I'm so proud of you. And if you do swish and swipe every day, your bathroom always looks pretty good. It always does. So let's stay focused in this bathroom. Do you need to put out some other fresh towels? Fresh, clean towels actually smell good too, especially if they've just been washed. So put them on the towel rack, and it's going to help make the bathroom smell wonderful. So what else can you think of that your guests might need in the bathroom? Do you have too many magazines in the bathroom? Let's get rid of some of those. You can do this. We're going to stay focused in this bathroom. Now look around and see if there's anything else. Look at the light switches. Do they need to be wiped down? Do you have too many cords on your counter? Stick them in the drawer. And then that way you can be able to, I keep my, not my phone in my bathroom, but I keep my watch charging in my bathroom. And that's where I like to keep it because when I get up in the middle of the night and walk in there, it comes on. It tells me what time it is. I don't have to search in the dark for the clock to look at it. So everybody just please, please, please stay focused. We got 2 minutes to go. And your bathroom's looking wonderful. It's smelling wonderful. And everything is, everything's just beautiful. And when it smells good, you feel good about it. You really do feel good about it. So folks, please stay focused on this bathroom and start slowing down just a little bit. We got 1 minute and 40 seconds. And just look around and see if there's anything that's out of place. And you can take care of this. Anything else that's out of place. And, take the dirty laundry, start winding things up. Are all the light bulbs working in your bathroom? Yep. Sometimes they burn out and we don't know it. I'm not going to climb, so don't you be climbing. If the bathroom is one light bulb's burn out, don't worry about it. You can change that later. But if you have no light bulbs in your bathroom, that's pretty bad. But hey, you can get it done. You can get it done. So we're down to 1 minute. 1 minute. You can do this. You've done, you're going on 45 minutes of staying focused on what's the job at hand. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we got 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds. Yeah, get a load of stuff going in the wash machine, and that's going to make your house smell good too, because, washing things, that soap smell is in and around, and you can do it. 20 seconds, 19. Just start. Just breathing. Breathe slow. You can do this. Just breathe slow, and let's get this done, because you're going to feel good about your whole house right now. And there goes the timer. So the next 15 minutes, here's what we're going to do. I want you to pour yourself a cup of tea. Yep, cup of tea. A cup of ice water. Get yourself something to drink, because we are going to decompress just a little bit. And we're going to start thinking about, now I want you to look at your clothes right now. Do you need to put on a clean top? Have you gotten your shirt all messed up from cleaning right fast? I want you to go to your closet, and if you need to get a new clean shirt on, I want you to do it right now. Go do that. And I know you got on your shoes, and then go to the bathroom, and I want you to look to see if your makeup needs to be freshened up. So let's get a clean shirt on, and let's look at our makeup. Put on some lipstick, a little blush. This is a quick and dirty way to look your best. Put some lipstick on, and then take your fingers and go like this on and make blush out of it. And rub it in real good, and you'll have blush. Look at your glasses. Do they need cleaned? You don't want all spotty glasses when your friend comes to the door. So let's stay focused on yourself right now. Now get your cup of tea, and I want you to go sit down in a comfortable spot where you can see the door. You're going to look like the hostess with the mostest, or maybe be standing at your kitchen waiting to see somebody come down the driveway. I have a long driveway, and I look right down my driveway from my kitchen sink. And just, empty out the sink, and just stay calm. We're just staying calm. I want you to breathe. I want you to sit down, put your feet up, and I want you to relax just a little bit. We're not going to jump back in and get started. We're just finishing up and looking around at the house and feeling really proud of yourself. Really proud of yourself, because look at what you've accomplished in 45 minutes. And now we're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to get some water down us. We're going to get a cup of tea, and your house is smelling good. And just think about this. This is wonderful. We got 12 minutes to chill. She'll be here in 12 minutes. And I just want you to relax. I don't want you out of breath when you answer the door. I want you to be calm and cool and collected. How cool is this going to be? Calm, cool, collected. Because your kitchen is the heart of your home. Your living room looks wonderful. Your bathroom is not going to embarrass you if somebody has to go in there. And you are going to feel great. Feel great when you're getting to have a visit with your friend that you haven't seen in 20 years. So let go of all your anxiety and let's just breathe. In fact, my watch just told me to breathe. So let's focus and breathe. And say a prayer for old friends and just stay focused on loving yourself, being kind to yourself, and not trying to kill yourself by running all over the place. Just staying in one room while you're being focused on that one room is going to keep you cool under pressure. We're staying focused. And right now, our focus is taking care of us. Taking care of us. And you can do this. You really can. Because it doesn't have to be hard. We have 11 minutes to go before that doorbell's going to ring. 11 minutes to go. What can you do in 11 minutes? You know, is your dishwasher finished running? Just stay in your kitchen if you want to, at your kitchen table, with your feet up in a chair next to you. That's fine. But if you want to finish up a few little odds and ends things, we're not being rushed. We're taking it slow and steady. Slow and steady. We're catching our breath, and we can do this. We really can do this. Look, you stayed focused with me for almost an hour. How wonderful that you've gotten all this done. And this is a great way to get your house ready for company, because once you get all of this stuff gathered up that was making your house look messy, when the company leaves, you can go in one basket at a time and start putting things away or putting it in the trash. A lot of times it's just trash. Just trash. So let's do what we need to do to be ready for this company to come. Now, look in your refrigerator, and do you have something that you can serve as an appetizer, some cheese and crackers, or some little something, you know, a little plate of cookies. I'm not eating cookies, but that doesn't mean my guest wouldn't want some cookies. So start thinking about putting together a little cheese plate or some cookies or something to put on a plate to go with your tea. And it's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It doesn't have to be anything special. I always keep a package of designer crackers in my pantry, and I always have cheese. So there you have it. Anything you can do that can put a little bit of stuff on your table. Butter cookies are a good way to keep things on hand. It's nice. You don't have to cook anything. You just open up a pack. So folks, you've done really well. I want you to calm yourself and just relax so that you can be ready for your company to knock on your door. Yep. So turn some lights on in the house. If it's rainy and nasty outside, get some lights on. Put some fun music on, just some light jazz. We had, Patty and I found a new jazz singer the other day, and her name is Cat. Can't think of her last name. But Melody Gardot is a nice little jazz singer. So if you've got an Alexa, just say Melody Gardot music, and just have a nice atmosphere going. That's what this is all about, is setting the tone for your home. And when you set the tone in your heart, then your home is going to fall right along with it. You're not going to be, light a candle is good. A lot of people can't have. Cat Edmund, Yep. Edmund. Yep. That's what my sister said. But please just slow down and not stay in a hurry and put on some nice music. Not Cat Stevens, Kat Edmonds. Cat Edmonds. I heard her at my beauty shop on Wednesday, and she sounded just like Melody Gardot. And it's just some easy listening, light jazz music, and it's just beautiful background music. To having I don't say those words out loud, but whatever you're using, just put on some fun music. Put on some fun music. Yep. So your house is looking good, your kitchen's looking good, your living room's looking good, your bathroom is acceptable, and it smells good, and just Edmonds, not Edmondson, Edmonds. And it's just really beautiful music. And you can relax to that music too. Yep. So I'm not going to say the word, but tell Alexa to play Cat Edmonds music. And she will. She really will. And it's just relaxing. It's just relaxing. And you're going to be ready for her to knock on the door. You've got your cup of tea. You can get her a cup of tea, and y'all can have a nice visit. See how playing these little games is fun? Now, when you do get that phone call, you know how to do this. And bookmark this video when I get it up on YouTube. Always know where it's going to be. And I'm going to put it up on our Fly Lady Radio page where you can access it very easily with crisis cleaning. And I'll have it ready for you so that you can do crisis cleaning anytime you want. Anytime. And it makes us feel empowered. It gives us hope that our house can look good in just a few short minutes. It really can. And when you're this may be the last time you ever have to crisis clean, because establishing simple habits these simple habits are going to make your home be on automatic pilot. And your home is going to be absolutely cleaning itself without you even realizing it. So you can do this. You can do this. We got 4 minutes to go until she comes to the door. 4 minutes to go. And I want you to realize how strong you are. You don't have to be embarrassed by your home anymore. Our routines, our simple little habits, strung into routines, are going to change your life. This can happen. You just have to stay focused. Focused on what you're doing right now. You're chilling out right now. You're getting your house, it's sounding good, it's feeling wonderful, and you are going to have a great time visiting with your family. Look around, see if there's anything you missed, like toys in the floor, shoes by the door, coats, too many coats on the on your entrance. So look around and see if there's anything out of place, and you'll be ready. You'll be ready. Get some napkins out so your guests can have some napkins. I keep some pretty cloth napkins in a drawer, ready for company. So you can do this. You've done it already. You can do it. No more excuses. It just takes an hour. Anybody can do this in an hour. Anybody can do this. Can get their house looking good. No complaining, no whining, no going out to meet her at the coffee shop. She's coming to your house. She's coming to your house. And you're going to love showing off your house. You love your house. You just don't like it when it's messy. And our hot spots make it messy. Anybody can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. Anybody can do this. So please stay focused for the next 2 minutes. The doorbell could be ringing. I want you to. I did it. Yep, I did it. Sometimes you just have to pull off the band aid. You have to pull off the band aid. It's not pretty, but hey, you got to start somewhere. So I took the scrim off the wall. It was up there big time. It's still got lots of tacks in the wall and different things, which I need to get my little hammer out to fix those. So y'all get on in here. I can't wait to see what y'all are saying in the chat. Hey. Yep, I pulled the Band-Aid off. And I've got lots of pictures to hang. I mean, I've got a US map that is just beautiful. I've got I've got lots of stuff to hang. Yep, I took it down. I'm going to put my pictures back up. Everybody said, "Is it snowing at your house?" Or the other thing on the wall. I'm going to throw it away. I'm going to throw it away. Because it was just a backdrop. I guess I could use a backdrop on the show. I think Restream lets us do that, but I don't know. Yeah, it's a wall. It's got tape all over the wall. You don't want to look too close at it. You just don't want to look too close. But I'm going to hang things a little differently this time. I'm not going to use that sticky stuff because stuff would fall off the wall. And I like my head being right in the middle of the corner. Hi, headed out for pizza with the mayor. That sounds like fun. I used to have a bowling team, and the mayor was on my bowling team because we were all elected officials. That was in the early 2000s. Glasgow, Kentucky. I know where Glasgow, Kentucky is. I think I do. I'll have to look it up on a map. Anyway, so I entitled this show Starting Over. Sometimes you just have to pull the covers back and start over. And that's what I did just a while ago. I pulled the scrim off the wall. And Justin and Robert had it anchored. The wall lets us see your beautiful face better. Oh, I don't know about that. But after I get off the show, I'm going to take the black sticky stuff off the wall. And if I point it up to the ceiling, I don't think I can do that. Let's see. See, the ceiling has a lot of black stuff on the wall. So I'm going to be focusing on what y'all see. Got Fly Lady up there, but she's a bit too high. I kind of want her sitting right in here. But I got to get my flag up. I might put my flag over here on this wall. Anyway, it's always fun to try something, do something different. Do something different. Because I like all my pictures I've collected over the years. I mean, this one, let me get right here. Robert made that picture. It's a beautiful picture of some monarch butterflies and a moth. And it was on a flame azalea. Can't win for losing sometimes. Makes me want to paint something purple. I think purple would be too dark a color. Robert suggested I get one of the local artists to come in and paint a mural. No, I just don't think I'm going to paint a mural. I'd rather see the pictures than the backdrop any day. I'm with you, Julie. But, this is going to be, I'm in project mode, y'all. I'll hang one picture and see how it looks. I'm not going to go all crazy and be obsessive compulsive about it. I'm just going to take baby steps. Sometimes we have to do that. We just have to do that. I think my faith picture right there has to go up probably over here because I like being able to see that. That's my favorite Bible verse, Hebrews 11:1. But it'll be fun. And I might even film some of it. Oh, yeah, I just stuck her up on the wall to see where she would be. I'm testing things out. It's testing mode. And she's not our mascot. She's our cartoon character. The guy who painted that picture interviewed me and put her. She's a representation of me. It's going to be fun. And we're going to love it. And we might mix it up. And I'm going to use nails instead of sticky stuff. Because I don't like crashes in the middle of the night. Just don't like that sound. And I still have some things on the wall over there. I think my clock's quit ticking. Anyway, it's a rose clock. Okay, hello world. I have a praise report. For the past week, I have had the sense of calm that cannot be explained. Oh, don't question it. I was facing things that would have terrified me before. This group can and does amazing things. No, it's all of us together in prayer, praying for you, hello world, and praying for other fly babies. We are a team, and when you agree with somebody in prayer, it makes a huge difference. All glory goes to God, all of it. So y'all stay focused on helping each other. I'll probably be running a mini marathon on Friday afternoon because it's kind of fun to take the afternoon off. And I don't have any purpose for taking the afternoon off, but I might get this corner of my little world all fixed up. I got to take black stuff off the wall, though. It's sticky. Anyhow, I thought I'd let you in on my project. I may have to look at some old videos and do some snapshots of them to see where everything used to be. I have a wall like this, my wall of happiness. Lots of faraway family photos surround my calendar. Oh, Sage, that's a beautiful idea. A wall of happiness. And that's what my wall was all about. It was a spiritual wall. My bathroom's the same way. I have a shower curtain that has Bible verses on it. Hope you just keep editing. I don't have that gene. I have in the past had to edit some of my books, and what I do is I start at the last chapter and work backwards through the book because everything's kind of out of context. You don't get into to following the next thing. You're going backwards through the book, and you have to think a little bit harder about it. Anyway, folks, I'm excited to get started. I know I have lots of pictures. Some of my pictures were at the office, and some of them are here. I got my why not today, and I just have lots of things to put up. And I won't lay it out on the floor trying to get it perfect. I'm just going to start sticking things on the wall. Hope is working on her PhD. I think I'm right. She and Patty have been comparing notes. I don't know where my Fly Lady doll is. It used to be here. It used to sit on the wall. Maybe I'll find it in the cleanup process. Yeah, it's kind of lit up. It's lit up. The duster is all lit up. Let me move that. See if I can flip that over. Anyway, y'all got to go watch Cog Hill Farms this morning. Jason and Brooke have been making a new pasture for their cows, their cattle. They have a steer and they have a heifer. And Moody is huge. And they got Moody and Mildred together in their own pasture. And it was the most precious thing I've ever seen. They've never been in the same pasture. And I remember when Mildred was a calf who had been abandoned, and a cattle farmer just threw her over the fence at somebody's house, and they called them up and said, "Do you want a calf?" And they bottle fed this calf. Bottle fed this calf. And she is so touchable. And Moody, he he was, I don't know how they got Moody. I'd have to research that. Take pictures of your posters, scripture verses, and special poems. Anyway, folks, I love you all so much. I'm excited to get started. This isn't going to be a long show. But just know, God's got us right here in the palm of our hands. We don't have to be fast about anything. We can just take our time and enjoy the process. Because that's what destiny's all about. It's just enjoying the process. Anyway, folks, I love you all so much. And I will catch you later. I may run a show this afternoon so y'all can spend some time together. Y'all want that? Do y'all want that? Okay, we'll do it then. Let me turn that light off and see how things look back there. It's kind of bland, isn't it? Maybe I'll do away with that light. Yeah, sometimes we don't know how burdened we are until we let it go. Okay, y'all. Be good, kind, and sweet. I will catch you tomorrow for question and answer day. I'll see you later. Come on in, everybody. Trying to get situated right here in River City. I'm in a mountain town. That's where I am. Come on in. I got coffee in one of my favorite cups. I made this picture, and let's see. Where is that picture? I know it's on the wall somewhere. I don't know where I put it. I'm pretty sure it's on that wall somewhere. Da-da-da. Oh, it's low. It's right behind me. I can't even show it to you. There it is. It's right behind. But you get a better picture of it right here. This is a rose that grew in my garden that I took the picture of. Just a beautiful rose. And it had a double center. And it makes me happy. You know, it's the little things that make us happy. It's the little things. And we've got to celebrate those little things all the time. We have to celebrate the little things and be thankful. Somebody shared a Gaither homecoming 40 minutes this morning, and I spent 40 minutes in worship pleading the blood of Jesus. It was just amazing. I just loved it. So I'm going to get the chat up. I've got 4 pages of questions. There's Miss Peggy, all my other fly babies. It's getting dark outside. I don't know if we're supposed to get some rain. Let me check the radar. Let me check the radar here. Where is my radar? There it is. Yeah, there's some stuff around us. Let me hit that. But it's around us. It's not on top of us right now. So I'm happy. It's a little cooler today, although it's always cool here. Somebody asked me what my temperature was yesterday, and I said it's 80 degrees. 80 degrees is just nice. Anyway, folks, get on in here. We've got questions. Get your calendars ordered. They're getting ready to send us the prototype that we can go through and check and see if everything's the way it's supposed to be. They're really good. They are really good. You know, this calendar's been printed by these folks forever. Our first book, Body Clutter, our first edition of Body Clutter was printed by them, and someday I'll tell you about that. It was tough. It was tough. Anyway, that's another story. God got us through it. God gets us through everything. This morning I was listening to a young man, and he's got a coffee roasting company down in Alabama, but he had a vision of a ministry, and his name's Ryan, and he had a great testimony of going to Africa on a mission trip when he was 27 years old. And it was just precious. And after I listened to the Gaither homecoming stuff for 40 minutes, the next thing that popped up in my news feed was this young man talking about a mission. And the people on this mission trip were doctors and nurses, and he was the only one that didn't have a medical profession, but his job was to pray for people. And they put 2 women with him to pray over him. And they just held on to him all day long. And he called them his African mamas. He's 27 on a mission trip. He had 2 little kids, 7 and 4, and first time they'd ever left him. First time his wife had flown. And they went out, and I don't even know what country they were in, but they were ministering to people who needed help. And it was beautiful. So we've all got a purpose to our lives, and God will reveal it to us, just like he revealed mine to me many years ago when somebody wanted me to start an email group to stay in touch with them. So y'all, life is good. Life is good. And sometimes we just need to slow down so we can hear what the good Lord is telling us. The urges we get, and it's powerful. It really is powerful. So get your calendars ordered. We're going to be seeing a prototype soon, and by the end of July, we should be shipping. So to God be the glory. We've got purple rags on sale. This next month's habit. Here it is, Thursday. It's our errand day. Our next month's habit is keeping our sink. No, our next month's habit is swishing and swiping our bathroom. But every room has something you can do a minute and a half in and change the way the whole room looks. So in our bathroom, it's swishing and swiping. In our living room, it's cleaning off some hot spots. In our kitchen, it's keeping the sink clean and and shiny, and emptying our dishwasher's running right now. Robert put some coffee cups in there this morning, or put one. He said, I think it's time to run it. And I said, the tab is in it. Hit the button. And we're just pleased to be here. Our routines keep our homes working for us. Working for us. So let's get on with our questions. Get your Swish and Swipe packages. If we got a great deal going on our big bundle pack, that's the only place you can get these towels, and get the whole Swish and Swipe package there. Some of these. So let's get started. Dear Father in heaven, please be with my fly babies all over the world who are tuning in to learn something today. Open their eyes, open their hearts to a new way of doing things. Help us to help them, because they make my life worth living. Thank you, Lord, for giving me my mission. Thank you, Lord, for helping me to stay focused on what my purpose is, because we've all got a purpose and we need to stay in our lanes. Thank you, Lord, for helping me to help all these women to turn their homes into a sanctuary for their families and for themselves. In Jesus' name we pray, and thank you for sending your son to die for us on the cross. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen and amen. Got up this morning and I was praying for both people, both, in the debate tonight. Both of them. Both. So keep praying, y'all. In God we trust. It's right up there. See it? In God we trust. I trust God's got this. He's got it. Okay. First question. I am 59 and work full time. I have time at night to clean, but I am physically and mentally tired after work. How do I get a little extra energy in the evening to stay on track? Morning cleaning is not an option during the week. I do exercise, take vitamins, and drink a cup of coffee when I get home. I do exercise, take vitamins, and drink a cup of coffee when I get home. I don't know why she says that cleaning is not an option. Morning cleaning is not an option. Well, on our control journal section, we have a list of one weekly home blessing that you can do every day. And that weekly home blessing will keep, you can do it. You can do it in the morning. This is how I like to bless my home. I'll take 2 minutes and feather dust the whole house. I've done it on video. I don't think I ever posted it on video, but somebody else posted it many years ago. And I did 2 minutes to feather dust the whole house. And it's just amazing what you can get done when you have energy. Last night before I went to bed, I prayed for God to give me energy this morning, because I had a whole list of things that I need to get done before I started the show. And, it worked. It always works. It always works. I went to bed last night, and before I went to bed, a Derek Prince short 10-minute Derek Prince video popped up in my newsfeed. And I think I shared it on the community page. But he encountered an evil spirit that drained your energy. So I'm rebuking that evil spirit that drains your energy. I know work is hard. 59, work is hard. But I don't think drinking a cup of coffee when you get home is a good idea, because it may be keeping you up too late, and that's why you can't do things in the morning. But you can do 2 minutes in the morning of something that's weekly home blessing. Like, I've practiced running a mop for 1 minute after I do the morning show. 1 minute. We don't have to get all caught up in our perfectionism to get some stuff done. I don't know why my face is so blown out. Let me see what this looks like when I turn this off. No, that's not going to work. I may need to play with my light some more. Anyway, folks, she said she can't do it. Well, guess what my granny said? My granny said can't never could do anything. And if you don't think you can do it, then you won't. But give it a chance. Do 1 minute, swish and swipe in your bathroom, running the mop, one thing every day, cleaning off a hot spot. And sometimes when you get an area that's beautiful, that energizes you. But I wouldn't drink a cup of coffee in the evening when you get home. I wouldn't do that, because that could be messing up your mornings. Where do you fit in paper clutter as ongoing task? Where do you fit in paper clutter as ongoing task? Well, paper comes into your house every day, and you want to know how it does it? The mail. The mail sends paper into your house. Amazon, we order the packages, we get the boxes. That's paper clutter. But you know what I do? I take one of those boxes and I utilize that. Yesterday, Robert went out to our fire pit on the ridge, and he took a box, an Amazon box full of boxes and paper clutter, out to the fire pit, and he stayed out there with it. He happened upon a deer and he spoke to it. But we have the ability to deal with paper clutter as it comes in the house. As it comes in the house, process it. Don't let it pile up. When you put it on a hot spot, you are procrastinating, because you tell yourself you don't have time to deal with it. And it takes 20 seconds to sort through that mail and get that junk mail in the trash so that you can get rid of it. Okay, folks. You have to process it as it comes in the house. Now, if in October we deal with paper clutter 6 inches at a time every day, you can start doing that. You can set an alarm on your phone. Every phone has a clock on it, even though you don't know what a regular clock looks like anymore, because nobody knows. And kids don't know how to tell time with a regular clock. They don't even know what time is. Set an alarm. Maybe you deal with paper clutter while you're listening to me. You don't have to watch me. Just while you listen to me, you deal with paper clutter. So set an alarm to deal with it. You know, October is, let's see, it's July, August, September. It's 3 months away. In 3 months, you could have dealt with 2 minutes to deal with one stack of paper clutter. But process it. Process it as it comes in the house. And that could be an Amazon box. I break down every box. I don't pile the boxes up. I break them down. That means cutting the bottom out and the top. Where do you fit in garden weeding, etc., in the zones? Thank you. Well, you are such a needed blessing in mine and everyone's world. Yard work is not work. Getting out, if you're on the phone with somebody, get you some AirPods or some headphones. Put the phone in your pocket so it's not going to fall out. And in fact, I leave my phone in the house, and my AirPods work as I'm working in the yard. I have a little handled long thing that's got a fork on the end of it that I can poke weeds with, or get a hoe, HOE, not HO, HOE, and get that hoe and just chop weeds, chop weeds, poke dandelions, have fun, and do it while you're talking to somebody on the phone or listening to a book. Set a timer on your phone. Do it in the early morning hours. I love to go out on my porch first thing in the morning and survey my flowers, what's blooming. And if you wanted to just walk around for 2 minutes in your garden, stabbing weeds, do it. I don't really have weeds in my garden. I have wildflowers, and I'm not going to stab them. I've got a trillium in my front bed. I didn't plant it, God planted it. I've got Jack in the pulpits along the edge of the driveway. I've got May apples blooming and setting fruit right now. And I love our wildflowers. One time we went for a walk in the woods, and it was in the fall, and there were these berries, white berries with red stems. And I went home and I went back to the house and looked them up, and it's called doll's eyes. It's a medicinal plant growing in my garden. One year we planted 25 plants of ginseng, and it comes up every year. Robert's so happy to have this ginseng in our garden, in our woods. Makes him happy. We don't have any morel mushrooms, but maybe one day we will. If I pray about it, God will send them. So set a time every day to spend 15 minutes just walking through your garden, or 5 minutes. And yards need weeded, yards need mowed. You know, get a little. Robert likes to have these battery operated tools. He has battery operated chainsaws, battery operated. I've got a little battery operated tiller. I could till up my front garden, but I don't want to, because I want the wildflowers to come up. Oh, that's right, Joanne. That's right. My mother-in-law, she broke her hip taking the garbage out to the curb. She had to go up one flight. The driveway was on a hill, and the bone broke in her hip, and she drug herself back in the house. But she didn't have a cell phone at the time. She didn't want one. I have had my cell phone in the house, and you really need an apron to put your cell phone in with a zippered pocket. That's a good thing to do. Anyway, she drug herself back in the house. I fell at the base of our back deck steps one time and fainted. I didn't fall because I fainted, because when I fell, it was an adrenaline rush and I fainted. And we had a dog named Harley. That dog is in this video about cleaning the back doors. But that dog, I had a necklace on that my sister had given me. And that dog pulled that necklace and kept pulling on that necklace to wake me up. He was a sweetheart. And I didn't have my cell phone with me. So Joanne is absolutely right. She is absolutely right. I don't know why you use all caps. It just makes it easier. So set a timer every morning. When you got your cup of coffee, go outside and enjoy your garden. I mean, I look outside and I got something blooming all the time. All the time. Okay. Page 2. How do you keep going when tragedy strikes your family and your home? Well, I don't usually get on Twitter X during the day because it's a big waste of time. But at night, I get on there and I see people who have lost their parents, who have lost a spouse, and I spend a few minutes praying over them, just praying over them. And maybe I'll comment. This one little girl came back from camp this week. Now her daddy has just gone through. I don't know him. Don't have a clue. But he's in my X feed, and he had a leg amputated. Don't know why. I don't. But his daughter came home sick from camp, and that happens. And so I prayed for his daughter, and she's getting better. Not that I prayed for her, and it's Jesus is doing it. And by his stripes we are healed. And it's just precious to be able to pray over people that don't even know you. We all come together in prayer. So what I have seen over the years is when there is a tragedy, if you have your routines established, if you have these habits ingrained in your life, when you get up in the morning and your feet hit the floor, that bed gets made. When you get up in the morning and you go to the bathroom, you've already picked out your clothes for tomorrow. When you get up in the morning, you have a list of things that you do. Now, they may not be written down. It's always good if you have them written down in your control journal. And a control journal is just as simple as a photo album with your morning routine on it. 3 steps. 3 steps. Make the bed. Go to the bathroom. Swish and swipe. Get dressed, shoes. 3 steps. When all else fails, turn your computer off and turn it back on. Somebody's having computer issues. Chrome has had 3 updates in 2 days, y'all. It's just nuts. I don't know why they can't just fix it. But I have to use Chrome to use Restream. I have to use Chrome and I don't want to use Chrome. I want to use Firefox. But when you've got your routines that are part of you, it doesn't matter if you're in a hotel room or at the beach or camping out, you got to do your routines. You got to put one foot in front of the other. First thing you got to do is when tragedy strikes, you got to pray. You got to go to the Lord in prayer and give him all the glory. Ask him what you're going to learn from this. He will help you. He will help you. But you got to keep the family going. You can't take to your bed, as we say in the South. You can't just hit the bed. That's not going to work. I had a friend. Every time something bad happened in the family, she'd go to the bed for weeks. I can't, I never could wrap my head around it. I couldn't do that. I had to get up and had to, take care of things. I wash dishes by hand. I've done that. We were without a dishwasher for 6 months last year. Sometimes I have a bowl or a plate used to eat greasy food. I'll scrub the dish, but it always has a greasy film left. Do you have any tips or tricks? Uh, Dawn dishwashing liquid. That's the only one I'll use. And they have Dawn Power Wash now, and but make sure you've got a sink full of hot soapy water to wash your dishes. It doesn't have to be very deep. It just has to be a sink full of hot soapy water. And yes, Dawn is my best friend. I mean, I love Dawn dishwashing liquid. I buy it by the gallon, y'all. In fact, I just got a new gallon, and Robert was going to take it to the basement. I said, no, that stays underneath the kitchen sink. And yeah, Power Wash is some good stuff, but there's some YouTube videos on how to make your own Power Wash. But use hot water, and these things work miracles. I want to buy a feather duster to clean the blinds. Will that work, or would the blinds rip the feathers out? Feather dusters are great. They're great. You close them up. I mean, blinds, if you close them down where they're all going one direction, they're not going to cut the feathers because you're going to go with the grain. You're not going to go against the grain. You're going to go with the grain of the blinds. Now, one of the best things to use on your blinds is this, because you can use it like a windshield wiper on your blinds. And we can't get feather dusters right now, y'all. It's just, we can't get them because there's a war going on in the Middle East, if you hadn't heard. And our feather dusters come from Lebanon. They've been in the feather duster business for over 200 years. And we just got to be patient. Yes, you should buy the multi one instead. Yeah. But I don't think the blinds aren't going to rip out the feathers. And you just got to be patient. And if you'll use this once a week, we do weekly home blessing and we do grab a tool day. And on Friday is grab a tool day and going over all your blinds in the house. I don't have any blinds in my house. I have 2 curtains right here, but it's because this room is my studio. Okay, we got 2 pages down. I bought some rags for my sister in turquoise, and now my sister-in-law wants a set. Will you be getting any more? Is there a new color coming out? There's not a new color coming out. Right now, it's hard to get things from China, too. So we have a lot of these, the purple rags. And get them while you can, because since that's the only color we've got, I would love to have a new color. I would love to have red rags, but we don't. The world is in a tizzy right now, and we have to pray, pray, pray. But they're all the same fabric. They're all the same fabric. They're all the same fabric. And we've been using this company that makes these rags for 22 years. How can I learn more about what zone we are in? Should I mark it on my calendar? Would that help me to stop forgetting to do it? Are you getting our emails? Because every night at 5:30 Eastern Time, you will get a flight plan. And in that flight plan, it tells you what zone we're in. Right now, we're in zone 5. Zone 5 is the last week in the month up until the first of the next month. We're in Zone 5. That flight plan helps you to know where you are. You can print it out. You can take a picture of it and put it as your screenshot on your phone so you see it. It's got the missions in it, which are part of the detailed cleaning stuff we do every day. Get our emails. I don't know why you're not getting the emails. I don't understand that. Email is not a bad thing because you can hit Control A, which selects all, and you can hit delete and empty out that inbox anytime you want to. Sometimes I do it once a day. But you can mark on your calendar. Now, we're not selling the sticker kits with the calendars right now. But you can look at a calendar. Here we are. This is July. This is July. This is the first. Let me get here. July. This is Zone 1. From here to here, Zone 1. This is going to be Zone 2. Zone 3 is the 14th through the 20th. Zone 4 is the 21st through the 27th. And Zone 5 is the 18th through the 31st. It's just that simple. Put it on your calendar. And we have a zone section on our website too. And somebody said the app. How did you go about writing your first book and how long did it take? How did you know what to write? Well, since Fly Lady started, I've been writing. And about a year into Fly Lady, my sister said, you need to write a book. And I said, oh, it's all for free on the website. It's all for free in the emails. And she said, oh, people want to hold a book. Well, they do. Well, I told somebody to write a book yesterday. I saw the name of the book and everything. And I didn't need to sit down and write a book. I have sat down and written a book, but I did it in baby steps. And I never worked with an editor, but when I wrote Sync Reflections, where is it? I can't reach back there and get it because I'll fall off my stool. But when I wrote Sync Reflections, I pulled together 2 years worth of essays. I came up with an outline and started pulling together the essays I had written, because all a book is chapters in a book. So you come up with an outline. That's the headings for each chapter. And then each chapter is broken down into sections. And they are 300 words or less. Guess what? My essays are 300 words or less. Testimonials, 100 words. And it was amazing. And it started the month of July of 2001. I started pulling it all together. And I pulled together the manuscript. And it was 100 pages, single spaced, and 62,000 words. But I didn't know how to put it together into a book form. So I hired somebody. But there are people out there that can help you, teach you how to break things down. And my husband gave me a little piece of advice. He said, honey, write the last chapter first. Now, see, Sync Reflections is a self-help book. What do you want your flybaby to walk away after reading this book? What do you want them to grasp? And that's what I wrote in that last chapter. Really, the thing you have to do, Michelle says, I've wanted to write a book, but I can't write. So, well, can you talk? There, you can speak to text on your phone. One of the podcasters I follow, he wrote his book texting himself stuff. He got carpal tunnel syndrome in his thumbs, but he did it, and he wrote it in a month. I put together Sync Reflections because I'd been writing for 2 years. Been writing and helping people in essay form because we didn't have YouTube back in 2000. We didn't. And so in July, I started pulling those essays together because I had an outline, and I sort of put those headings in the outline, and I just started adding essays along the way. And you know what? I got 62,000 words, and we self-published that document. We printed it ourselves. Now, with Create Space on Amazon, anybody can publish. Anybody can, and use Amazon to publish. You got to share the royalties with them. Well, you got to share the profits with Amazon, but you can get print on demand, and we sold our books on Amazon, and we were in the top 50, and this was in 2001. We were in the top 50 of best-selling books on Amazon, and people started calling the house. So just start that, write that last chapter first, and then just, at one time I had an editor. I'd never worked with an editor until I wrote The Chaos Cure. And she came up with, we brainstormed a bunch of topics because it's a book that you can open anywhere and read. And I wrote it for the millennials. And she would send me 10 topics. I would put them on a little piece of paper. I would take the printed sheet from the email I got from her, cut it into pieces, put it in a bowl, and every day I had this certain music I listened to, my sleep music. It's my energizing music. And it takes about 40, almost an hour to play this music. And I would write. Sometimes I wrote 3 essays in a day from scratch, not cutting and pasting, from scratch to write that book. But I did it in baby steps, and I played a game with it, putting those baby steps in a bowl, 10 topics at a time, not too many. I didn't want to overwhelm myself because I know me. I live with me every single day, and I know how I am. But I had a rule. This was my rule. For that 2 weeks I was pulling together Sync Reflections, I would get up in the morning, I'd get dressed to lace up shoes, I'd get some breakfast and some coffee. I would sit down to my computer, and I would write for, I think it was 10 pages, or I'd pull together for 10 pages, or let's see how, till 11 o'clock. So I would get up at 9, get dressed, be ready at my computer. So I had about an hour and a half, and I would do it first thing in the morning. And then I did my other work. I didn't stay stuck on this all day long. When I was writing that book right there, um, my best writing time was at night. It's so different. It was just so different. But I would write an essay and send it off to my editor. So God got all the glory because I learned how I work, and it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So it took me 3 months to write that book. But in the midst of writing that book, my sister died, and I was, it was rough. It was rough. So I took a little break, and then we jumped back on it, and I had to mourn. I'm still having to mourn. But you don't have to know what to write. You just need a topic. Pull it out of your little jar and write as if you're telling your neighbor how to do something, how you're trying to teach your daughter who won't listen to you how to do something, or whatever it is you're writing. Robert wrote a fiction novel. And if you've never read Robert's, Could You But Find It is the name of Robert's novel. But he spent 2 years writing that after he retired. And we would talk about it over dinner. It was as if these people were part of our lives and what they were doing. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful way to write. And I didn't write the book. Robert wrote the book. And Robert did a great job. People still clamor wanting part 2 of this book. But novels write themselves. The dialogue writes itself. A self-help book, you need topics. Okay, next question. How can I declutter my kitchen? It seems like I need everything in it. Well, maybe you've got 2 of something. I found out I had 10 Pyrex pie plates. 10 of them. I don't need 10 of them. I saved my favorites, the deep dish ones, and I've given the rest away. Or I make something for a neighbor and I said, you can keep the pie plate. But when I decluttered my kitchen, I put things on my dining room table. And when I went to cook something and I started looking for this one thing that I like to put things in, you know what? I kept it. If I had put it on the table to declutter it, I gave myself some time and I kept it because I loved it. Somebody else can declutter it later. When do you do detailed cleaning? Detailed cleaning is in our flight plan every day. It is a 5-minute mission that Rebecca writes to get your home. I mean, if you do the mission every day, in 3 months' time, your whole house is going to be detail cleaned. It's going to work. So y'all, read your flight plan. If you haven't signed up for our messages, do it now. Here we got 117 people in here. Before the day's over with, there'll be about 1,000. So y'all, do it. Get our messages. Go to flylady.net, click on Get Our Messages in the upper right-hand corner, upper left-hand corner, and I don't know my left from my right sometimes. So y'all, be good, kind, and sweet. Be good to yourself by reading your flight plan every day, clicking on it, opening it up. If everybody read their flight plan, we would never have to send out a help email. You know, our shiny sink video on YouTube has had over 1 million views. So y'all, be good to yourself. Be kind to others. Yeah, give us a thumbs up. I've gotten in the habit every time I'm watching somebody I love on YouTube, I give them a thumbs up immediately. It takes 2 seconds. Just like swishing and swiping, it takes 30 seconds. Y'all, be good to yourself, kind to others, and let that joy and that sweetness that is in your heart show everybody who you are. A child of the Most High, the only living God in the universe. And be ready to share your testimony because people are going to need it. Ryan was telling me yesterday that he had a friend that he brought to Christ in a bar when he was younger. And now this guy wants to be baptized and he wants Ryan to baptize him. So y'all check out Ryan the Roaster. He's a good fella. Anyway, y'all, I love you all. I will see you at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I was late yesterday because Ryan was it's just a blessing. I'm telling you. He blessed me and I blessed him. And when you're mutually blessing each other, time flies when you're having fun. Anyway, I love you all. Still a work in progress. And I am having some fun. So get on in here. It's a blue kind of day in a good way. It's a sky blue. I saw some pretty little puppy that had this color eyes. And I thought, oh my, I have to find my blue shirt to put on. So it's question and answer day. Today is Thursday. It's also our errand day. And, you know, we're going to get some stuff done. We're going to answer some questions. We have our new calendars are available for pre-order. They'll be shipping out next month. So get your calendars ordered while you can get a 45% discount because that discount is going to be ending soon. So get that. And we have mops on sale. All of our mops are on sale. Every last one of them from our original mop, which is $9.95 for the mop and the handle. The handle by itself sells for $14. I have a button that's come undone on my cuff. Anyway, they're mother of pearl buttons. And I think I got all my buttons on this shirt. So I don't ever button it. It is what it is. Let me move my multi-one over here. We have our control journals are on sale and our Chaos to Clean book. We'll be starting over in that in July. So come on in, folks. I got this bad spot right there on the wall. I'm going to cover that up with a picture. I don't know which one yet, but something's going to go there. Anyway, folks, get on in here. Get your calendars ordered. Get your mops ordered. Purple rags are $9.95. We took the 45% discount off of them and changed the price, which saves you $2. So get on in here. And, you know, everywhere in the country yesterday was warm, but our high was 73 degrees. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. It was just a beautiful day yesterday in our neighborhood. It didn't pop up any storms, and we were quite satisfied. This morning, our temperature was 62 degrees. We live in the middle of a forest, literally 10 acres of forest around it. Well, it's more than that when you count the neighbor's forest. But we're probably sitting at the top of the hill, so we get a breeze, and it is absolutely gorgeous here. So we've got storms brewing. Are you ready? So let's get started. See if we've got people in here. We got a few people in here. Let me get the chat up for everybody. So, no Facebook notification. Oh well. You know what time I'm here. You set your alarm and notificate yourself, as Mark Lowry would say. Notificate yourself. Put the alarm on your phone. Every phone has a little clock on it, and you can touch that clock and set your alarms all by yourself. You don't need no help from Facebook. There's my sister. She took her a little nap yesterday. Somehow I don't get sleepy during the day. I don't matter what time I go to bed. Last night it was 2 a.m. But I slept like a baby all night long. I love it. I love it. I love it. Anyway, here we go. First question of the day. I use my purple rags to dust in areas that haven't been dusted in a while. When I wash my purple rags in the washing machine, I still have small pieces of dust and lint stuck to my rags. Should I use a better laundry detergent? No, you probably just need to. I sometimes run things through 2 wash cycles. They might not be rinsing well, but if you still have it after, let me find something. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Take your purple rag outside with a rubber scrubber and brush it, and that could get that dust and stuff off. What's happened is it's been an area that you haven't dusted in a while, and our purple rags are like corduroy. They have these grooves in them, and they really grab the dust. So you might want to take them outside and brush them. But just know, it's getting the dust off your furniture. And when you use your feather duster or you dust every day with a multi-wand, you never have to see dust again. I don't think the laundry detergent has anything to do with what's going on. I just think the rags hold on to it. How many regular sized tea bags would it take to make a picture of sweet tea? Well, I don't make sweet tea, but I have made sweet tea, and I couldn't tell you. I use 5 family sized tea bags for a half a gallon of tea, and we like our tea strong. So I don't know. Follow the directions on the box. I used to use 6 tea bags for a half a gallon of tea and about 3/4 of a cup of sugar. So try it. If it's not strong enough, add some more tea bags. Because we like our tea pretty strong. You really can't see through it. Fly Lady, how do you use a feather duster on 12-foot ceilings to get cobwebs? I'm only 5 feet 3 inches tall and 79 years old. Climbing ladders is out of the question. Thank you. I have your big bundle pack and your feather duster. Well, if you've got the big bundle pack, you have a multi-wand, and it will fit to your mop handle by taking this off. Please do not climb. I have an extendable handle that I bought off Amazon that goes to like 20 feet. But this will extend your reach to about 12 feet. The handle stretched all the way out, plus this 3 feet will get those cobwebs for you. Don't be climbing. Did you hear me? Do not be climbing. I climbed 1 step up yesterday and pulled down the scrim that was behind me. So don't climb. Use your multi-wand. And if the cobwebs have been up there a long time, I wouldn't use my feather duster. I would use the multi-wand. Okay. How is your son's friend who has the same name, Justin, who got hurt? God is in the miracle business. Is he well? Um, Last I heard, he's doing fine. He had a little concussion. No concussion is little though, but he had a concussion, and he was no broken bones or anything. That's been a couple of weeks ago. So we'll get Justin to give. I'll ask for an update. This Justin's neighbor is a pastor, so it's amazing. It's amazing. God is in the miracle business. And watch Tim Sheets last night on his Wednesday night service. He had a great message about healing. About healing. So check him out. Oasis Church, Oasis, Tim Sheets, and you know, and also this morning on his brother's show, Give Him 15, was about healing. He was he read something from a 90-year-old man who was in better shape than he was when he was 80. And it was, you know what it was all about? Being thankful. I shared it on our community page. So check out Dutch Sheets. It's on healing. It's all about us, y'all. It's about us and how we are thankful for things. We have to be thankful in all things. Praising God, being thankful. Okay. This is from Hope. Is Hope in here? I don't see her, but I'm not scrolling anyway. I have sliding closet doors in my 1950s house. The doors fall off the rails. I'm thinking about replacing the doors with curtains. Do you have any other suggestions? Thank you. Well, that's a start. Put curtains up. You can probably get some inexpensive curtains at the dollar store and hang them up, and with the tension rod. And I've got curtains over these windows that are just beautiful curtains, and they just go on the rod. But let's see, what other suggestions? I have bifold doors on my closet door, and we have a walk-in closet that has one door on it. And I remember doors falling off the rails. We had sliding doors in our home that I grew up in. Sliding doors. And they were a pain. You fall up against it by accident and you've knocked them off. But you might look at somebody, if you've got walls on either side of the closet, you might could use a barn door of some kind. And I think they have those at Lowe's. But some people take old doors and turn them into barn doors. Okay. How can I learn to be a better mother? I didn't have loving parents to model this for me. You know, it doesn't matter. We have the Bible, and the Bible teaches us how to be. Read the book of Ruth. Read about Naomi and Ruth. Naomi was Ruth's mother-in-law, and Naomi lost her sons, her husband, and Ruth chose to stay with her mother-in-law, even though it wasn't her people. that they went back home to. Your people will be my people. And she went and took care of her mother-in-law, and because her husband had died, and Naomi guided her. But read Proverbs. Read the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 31. But we have to do everything in love. In love. We have to love one another. So when you do things with love, it doesn't matter that you didn't have parents. You have a brain. You have a brain. And you have people in our chat. And you can do lots of things if you will listen to your heart and give your heart to Jesus and do everything in love. With children respond to love. Katie's right. She's saying in the chat, Mary was such a good example too. But I'm going back to the Old Testament. There are good examples, and you had a bad example, but you don't know what else happened in your parents' lives. You have no clue. But you have to live the Bible every day. Live the examples that are in there. Read your Bible. Read a chapter in Proverbs every single day. There's 31 chapters in Proverbs. And just know that when you do everything in love and being thankful for things, and let your children see you pray and worship and read your Bible. Okay, 2 pages down and we have 4. When should I start redecorating my bedroom to make it pretty for myself? Should I wait until the house is decluttered? See, you're looking at the big picture. You want to do it all at once. And I want you to do it in baby steps. You can't redecorate the whole room in one afternoon. But you know what you can do? You can put a new comforter out on your bed. That's going to change the whole look of your bedroom. You can get a couple of new throw pillows to put on your bed next time you're out and about. Or just get a new you can measure the pillows that you already have and just change out the pillow covers. It's gonna take everything. These baby steps are going to change the way you do things. I didn't try to get up all my pictures yesterday. I did good to take down the scrim that was on the wall. Is it a beautiful wall? No. Am I going to wait to paint it? No. I'm going to cover up those holes and sheetrock things with pictures. I could plaster the whole wall with pictures, but I'm not going to plaster it with sheetrock stuff. Not going to do that. But I'm going to put the pictures back up. I rearranged some things this morning because I wanted Fly Lady where I could see her. How long do you spend on your home every day, including laundry? About 45 minutes. I get up and get dressed in the morning. I make my bed. I swish and swipe my bathroom. Takes no time at all. That's at most 15 minutes every morning. Then in the afternoon, I'll get dinner going, and I put a load of laundry in, and I reboot the laundry, and we're good to go for till before bed. And then I'll fold the laundry. But I don't have little kids, and I have animals. I have a dog and a cat, and everything's going well right now. Sometimes we have some issues with Kitty, and Tulip goes and gets in the pond and brings dirt in, but the Roomba picks it up. I seem to be calendar challenged. What are some of the things you put on your calendar, and how do you remember to look at it? You remember to look at it as part of your morning routine and your before bed routine. At the beginning of our calendar, we have a couple of essays. You can't hardly read this because it's super small, but on our bigger calendar, it tells you about how to use a calendar. We teach you how to use a calendar. You've got to have it on your morning routine. You need your calendar in a place of prom, a place that's going to be seen by everybody in the family. Sage was talking yesterday about how she has her calendar surrounded by pictures of family. It's a wonderful it's a wonderful way to have a calendar control central and put what things go on the calendar. I keep my menu plans on the calendar. I keep appointments, and if they're appointments that I really need, I take a post-it note or a red highlighter and write it on my bathroom mirror. If I have an 8 o'clock appointment, that's the last thing I need to see before I go to bed. So I remember I got to get up early, but I don't do those things anymore. I don't do them. And when you have a paper calendar, that paper calendar helps to teach your children how to use a calendar. So I may repost how to use a calendar tomorrow. 11 tips for your family. You know, these are great tips for using a calendar. You can search it on our website. I can't see this or I can't read it to you. Let's see if I can see it in this one. Oh, yeah. It's great big. So, 11 tips to help your family. Color code your calendar. Every person gets a different color. Maybe you're using little address labels and you color code those address labels and write in them. Use blank labels to cover up mistakes or changes in your calendar. Blank address labels. I got a tag, sister. Yeah, you know what that means. I'll mention. Don't procrastinate putting appointments on your calendar. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Look ahead so you can plan for special events, health appointments. For example, you have upcoming health appointments. Do you need to fast? Check your calendar every morning, every afternoon, every evening. This habit is the shiny sink of your brain. Display your calendar in a place that is in front of your family. This is command central. Remember, out of sight is out of mind. Allow the family to help you when using a calendar. This is teaching them the calendar habit. Using a calendar as a tool is another way to give your children wings. Each week, have a family meeting to synchronize your schedules and put them on the family calendar. Maybe you do that on Sunday night. This is about communicating with each other and having all the information in one place. Maybe you make one of your children the secretary of this meeting. Teaches them how to have a family meeting. When you walk in your door, think, do I have something to post on the calendar? Yep. Pull out your church bulletin from your purse. Have the children pull out their school schedules from their backpacks. Do it now. This habit is going to help keep things from slipping up on you. Don't wait till later. Later may require a frantic phone call. Make your family calendar fun with stickers, stars, smiley faces to decorate and celebrate accomplishments. Use your calendar to chart family milestones. Your calendar will become your family history, and you can save your calendars or digitize them by taking pictures of the pages. These 11 tips will help you use your calendar instead of buying it and allowing yet another calendar to become clutter in your home. The Fly Lady calendar is big enough to hold all your family appointments and milestones, along with menus. Are you ready to fly with a calendar that helps you stay on your flight path? Yep, there you have it. Put this here. How do you remember to look at it? It's part of your morning routine and afternoon routine. Because sometimes we get up and hit the ground running and we forget we got a 2 o'clock vet appointment. I have ADHD and I'm all over the place when it comes to getting my home clean. Can you teach me how to use the Fly Lady method to help me get my home and life in order? Be thankful that you have ADHD. It's a blessing because we get bored so easily. We go from one thing to the next thing to the next thing. Utilize a timer. Today, I've sent out 2 essays. One's Ask Fly Lady, and the other one is Ways My Home Shines. It's 2 minutes at a time. This 2 minutes, it lets us go into overdrive when it comes to our ADHD. We need to be thankful. It is not a ADHD is a blessing. It is. It is. If you look at it as a blessing. Because we can get more stuff done in an hour than most normal people. Because we're going from here to there. And we check what's in our hands and we just keep moving. But you got to remember to take a break. You got to take a break sometime. Go shine your sink. First thing, go shine your sink. And that's the first habit we learn is to keep our sink clean and shiny. What is a good menu for 30 guests for the 4th of July that won't make me exhausted before the guests arrive? Well, we have my baked beans. Everybody loves baked beans. You can pre-make hamburgers and put them in the freezer so that you just have to get them out the day before and put them in the refrigerator to thaw up. And there's chips and brats and all kinds of things. A big fruit salad, there's nothing better. And I don't like watermelon, but to cut up melons, lots of melons, and put them in a bowl with blueberries and strawberries and then pour some orange juice on. This is an amazing salad that is better when you make it ahead of time. Kelly's asking me if she's going to be in Asheville next week. Is it near me? Yeah, it's about an hour from me with the traffic. So getting the groceries in the house is half the battle. So plan your menu right now. We're 2 weeks out from the 4th of July. So plan your menu. Find some things there's some stuff on our website that is about a 7-layer salad that is Mexican, and it can be made ahead of time. You can make a lot of things ahead of time, especially the baked beans. You make the fixings for them and then you pour it all in the crock pot and it cooks. And you don't have to do anything. So plan your menus today for the 4th of July. A little planning is going to help you more than anything. I'm a new flybaby. I see some people on the live chat who seem to know you personally. Have you met them before, or did they get to know you through your live videos? Thank you all for all that you do, Fly Lady. You've changed my life. There's like one person that comes in the chat besides my sister that I've met, and that's Conda. Conda lives in Asheville, and she is a fly lady. She mentors people to help them with their homes. I know Conda. I interviewed her for when my nephew hired her, and I've been to her house. So she is pretty much the only one I know besides my sister that I grew up with. Occasionally, well, no, I don't even know Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy I know from being here. So I have met a lot of people. I used to travel a lot. I've been in every state but 4 of them. I haven't been to Hawaii. I've been to Alaska. I've been all over. I've met fly babies from all over. We had a big event one time in St. Louis. There were 1,000 people there. I've met a lot of people over the years. But they all know me from the words I write, the live videos that I do. They know me because I am who I am. What you see is what you get. So they're all friends of mine because we meet here twice a day, Monday through Friday. And then I did a little marathon yesterday, about an hour and a half. So y'all could spend some time together. Y'all love it. I wish we could have a Fly Lady reunion and meet everybody in person. Well, maybe after the election's over. What is a good tool to clean the baseboards? This, the multi-wand, your rubber sweeper, the broom, and this is a good tool for cleaning baseboards. If you have little kids and they want to help you in your house, give them a rubber scrubber and let them sweep the baseboards. Do it dry, not wet, because it's just dust on them. Hey, look at us. Look at us. We've finished. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Dear Father in heaven, thank you. We just want to thank you for all that you do for us. We lift you up in praise, but the purpose is to thank you for sending your son to die for our sins so that we could spend eternity with you in heaven. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for all the blessings you give us every single day. It is just an amazing world we live in. You've got our backs, Lord, and we know it. And we want to continually thank you for all the blessings you give us. You get all the glory. Thank you for everything, Lord. Please be with all my fly babies all over the world. Keep them safe from harm. Protect them from evil. And show them the love that you have for them every single day. It's the little things, Lord. All these things we ask in Jesus' holy name. Amen and amen. Last night Robert and I were talking about something, and somebody was wanting to be swept off her feet. And I said, honey, I don't want to be swept off my feet. I like what you do. You spoil me rotten. You give me a cup of coffee in the morning with a special cup. You give me firewood. He and Justin were out surveying the woods yesterday. Firewood. for next year. They're going to be harvesting it. Robert will split it and do everything he needs to do. So, y'all, life is good. We don't need a sign from God to know that He loves us. Our contentment is a blessing. Not looking to remodel the whole house to show your love to somebody. No. I'm going to put some pictures up. That's all I'm going to do. We can do this. Can't never could do anything. We can do it. And we don't need excuses. We don't need it. Y'all come back in here at 3 o'clock this afternoon. I might hang a picture. Who knows? I might hang a picture. I think I'll show you my toolbox that my nephew Ben made for me. It's a pink toolbox. And it's got picture hanging stuff in it. God gets all the glory. He really does. And when we start thanking Him for everything, our healing comes. I mean, listen to Dutch Sheets this morning on Give Him 15. Yep, I'm come on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time. So that's 2 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Mountain, and lunchtime, noon on the West Coast. Sign up for our emails. They'll change your life. I love you all. Get your calendars ordered. Get your purple rags ordered. If something's not already discounted, you can probably take a 45% discount for a couple more weeks. Get it done. I'll see you later. Bye.